If actions speak louder than words, then Kristen Firmage will show us how a few students are making a very big statement through international service.
In January of 2012, Ariane Hoffman and Riley Winward got on a plane to Africa and had an experience that would change their lives.
I went with a program called IVHQ. They're based out in New Zealand and they go all over the world. So I went to the orphanage program in Ghana.
It's the time of my life, best experience ever.
They spent 3 months in African orphanages, giving their time to the happy and resilient children they found there.
We mainly just took care of the kids. We'd wake up at like 6:30 and get the kids ready for school. And then we'd help cook and clean for them and mainly just play with them.
Out of all the orphanages they visited, there was one that stood out because of its great need, the West African Children's Foundation.
The kids had one outfit each. They didn't know what they were going to eat that day. And so Patrick and Pat, the runners of the orphanage, every day they would rely on a miracle to happen for the kids.
It wasn't long before the girls' parents got involved, and I mean really involved. They started a nonprofit organization called Gonna Make a Difference to raise money and help this needy orphanage.
Ariane's parents went over a couple months ago and definitely saw a need. So they came home and they recruited my parents and some other families in Boise, and they got it started. Pat and Patrick are seriously some of the most amazing people I've ever met. They ran it for a couple months and it ran out of funds, so they consider this to be a prayer answered.
The goal for Gonna Make a Difference is to make this orphanage self-reliant by getting them the things that we take for granted every day.
Right now it's food, and we're trying to get more faculty on board at their school so that they can have a better education and learn the tools that they need to be able to succeed.
In order to raise the money, the organization has put on several fundraisers, selling donated items to get the kids what they need.
So far, it's about maybe like $5,500. We've gotten water to the orphanage. They have running water there now.
The growing orphanage now has a desperate need for food, which is what brings Riley and Ariane out to this Provo Street corner.
Right now we're just selling bracelets and fundraising for them.
For this organization, the smallest donation can make a big difference. These bracelets that they're selling for $1.50 will feed one child for one day.
Hi, we're trying to raise money for an orphanage in Ghana. We're selling these bracelets for $1.50 because that's how much it takes to feed a child for a day. So anything you can give would be so awesome if you have any extra change on you.
I have $2. So.
Oh, perfect.
Receiving this money has been a huge help to Pat and Patrick, who run the orphanage over in Ghana.
I think they're shocked. They've definitely been so appreciative, and it's been really cool to see them receive these, like water, and just the differences that it's going to make in their lives.
For Ariane and Riley, every dollar raised means one more child fed, and they hope to one day go back and visit the kids they have come to love so much.
I need to go back. I miss my kids.
I just grew to love those kids so much, and I saw just how happy they were, and they didn't even need very much, but we just want to make sure that they do have everything that they do need, like food and water.
We have a website, gonnamakeadifference.org, and you can like us on Facebook. It's just Gonna Make a Difference. $1.50 feeds a child for a day. It's not a lot that you can give, but it makes a big difference in the lives of these kids.
Kristen Firmage, BYU Weekly.